during the 1955 and 1956 season.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Who is the fastest man in the world?
That's very simple. It's Usain Bolt. He is the fastest runner on the planet, setting the world record for the shortest 100 meters sprint time of 9.58 seconds.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Who is the shortest basketball player in the world?
I like your curiosity. I'll tell you. Muggsy Bogues is the shortest player in the National Basketball Association history, listed at 5 feet 3 inches tall. He was drafted 12th overall by the Washington Bullets in 1987.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
I'm glad you asked.
You're listening to Sporting a Jiffy on Our Impact Radio 102.1 FM Lagos.
Bright and beautiful Thursday morning right here in the industrial city of Lagos, 16th day in the month of January 2025. Sporting a Jiffy on your most exciting breakfast show, the Morning Impact Show on Empire Radio 102.1 FM, serving the very best of stories that are currently making the rounds in the ever exciting, ever dynamic, and sometimes controversial world of sport. 72 fast of fact are making it compact for your listening pleasure, unpacking all of the top stories for you this morning in bits and in pieces. In case you're tuning in for the very first time, this package comes to your airing Mondays through to Fridays from 10 a.m. down to the flip side of 10, and of course right here to make sure that you're having a sportilicious time going about your day. Ayode Jajibu is my name. An absolute honor to be your host on the show this morning, bringing you all of the updates coming through this morning. Flurry of goals last night in the world of football, and I tell you, the Australian Open, we're going into the third round already, and some mouth-watering clashes to look forward to in the WTA. Of course, it's going to be Igor Swiatek at the number 2 up against one-time US Open champion Emma Raducanu. Their head-to-head currently stands at 3-0, and we're looking forward to see how that one is going to pan out. Yesterday as well, one man also wrote his name once again in the history books, becoming one of the players to have played 430 matches in the Open era. We're not going to stop at that. Aryna Sabalenka as well made it 30 wins in the last couple of years in the world of tennis for ourselves as well. We'll go straight into all of those stories on the show this morning. To the switch of the back of the net right now, let's get the show on the road, starting from the home front where the Super Eagles B have now been drawn in Group D for the 8th African Nations Championship. They were drawn alongside Senegal, who are the current holders of the tournament. But then we look forward to see what is going to happen this time around, because in the 9 years that this trophy has been in existence, the tournament, I beg your pardon, no team has won it back to back. There's also Congo Brazzaville and also Sudan, some of the nations that are believed to have some of the strongest home-based players on the African continent. The draw for the final tournament for the 8th African Nations Championship was held yesterday in Nairobi, Kenya. A total of 19 countries will be participating in the tournament, including the joint holders Tanzania, Kenya, and Uganda. There is Nigeria, Morocco, Guinea, Senegal, Mauritania, Burkina Faso, Central African Republic, Algeria, Niger Republic, Congo, Sudan, Rwanda, Democratic Republic of Congo, Zambia, Angola, and Madagascar. Anyway, from that, back to the home front this morning, let's still talk about the Nigerian Women Football League. Rounding up the match week 1 of the NWFL games resumed yesterday for a fresh and new season, where defending champions Edo Queens began their campaign in the 2024-2025 Nigerian Premier Football League NWFL with a big result against Abia Angels in the game decided at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium in Benin, Edo State. Edo Queens got off to a flying start, scoring 5 unreplied goals past their opponent. Robo Queens also gave the baptism baptism of fire to debutants Benue Queens, who are now known as the Oni Badgers. One time known as the Oni Badgers, but now Benue Queens with a 5-1 demolition away from home in Port Harcourt. It was 7-time champion Rivers Angels who secured the bragging rights over Ibom Angels, winning 2-1. And Raymond Stars Ladies also defeated Confluence Queens 3-0 in Ayingbawa. Ekiti Queens beat Atlant Queens by a long goal. Full result of the matches that were played. Nasarawa Amazons were also won winners over Danas Ladies. Adamawa Queens played at a 1-0 draw against Abuja Bills Niger Ratels. Rivers Angels 2-1 over Ibom Angels. Ekiti Queens 1-0 Atlant Queens. Away from that, right now, still talking sport on the home front this morning. As the female Yellow Greens are now preparing to go ahead and represent the country, being the second Nigerian team to play in the Cricket World Cup, Nigeria's junior female Yellow Greens wrapped up their preparations for the 2025 ICC Women's Under-19 World Cup with an emphatic 7-wicket win over Scotland on Wednesday in Malaysia. The match played at the Royal Selangor Club in Kuala Lumpur. Saw Captain Lucky Pitti and her teammates give the world a hint of what to expect when they begin the World Cup properly against Samoa this Saturday. Nigeria won the toss and elected to field first, where coach Sarah Bakita led the girls having a field day with the ball, limiting the Scottish to just 62 runs in 18.2 overs. Lilian Odewo led the charge in the Scots innings, grabbing 3 wickets. Shola Adekunle had 2 and Kende Amusa, Peace Hussein and Petty each had 1 as the Woods kept falling during the first innings. Captain Petty then led the chase in Nigerian's innings, finishing 28 not out of the 16 balls, hitting 3 sixes. Victory Benedon also made another score of note, and that's 25 after a walk against Pakistan 2 days ago to close out the win with 64 runs for the loss of 3 wickets in 11.3 overs. And Nigeria's World Cup proper begins this Saturday, January 18, when they'll be facing fellow debutants Samoa at the Borneo Cricket Ground in Sarawak, Malaysia. And still on the home front, Nigeria National Sports Commission Chairman Shehu Diko has affirmed his dedication to developing school sports in Nigeria during a meeting with the delegation from the Nigerian School Sports Federation led by President Temitope Olabisi. During the meeting, Diko, who displays an inscription bearing the message "Yes to School Sports," emphasized the importance of collaboration between the NSC and the NSF in achieving their shared objectives for grassroots sport development. Discussion also focused on strategies to enhance school sport programs across the country, including fostering partnerships, improving infrastructure, and encouraging greater participation among students. Before calling the wrap on the home front this morning, let me quickly inform you that the National Sports Commission has officially presented the Lethov Award for hosting the 2026 National Sports Festival to Enugu State Government. This is contained in a statement issued by Kola Daniel, who is the Special Assistant on Media of the Office of the Director General National Sports Commission. The presentation ceremony took place at the Enugu Government State House with NSC Director General Honorable Bukola Olopade leading the delegations, and Governor Umba also expressed gratitude for the award, stating that Enugu State has a rich sporting history that dates back to the pre-independence era, and beyond being a commercial hub of the nation, they have also woven themselves into the fabric of sport excellence. The National Sports Commission and Enugu State Government will work closely together to ensure a successful, memorable sporting event. Away from the home front right now, taking it straight to Europe this morning on Sports in a Jiffy right here on Impact Radio 102.1 FM. It's such a reminder that you can keep track of these updates and more by following us across all social media platforms. We are live on our Facebook fan page at impact radio 102.1 FM. You can as well join us on our YouTube channel at impact 102.1 FM. And now straight to Europe, where we start with thoughts coming through from the world of tennis, where Raducanu pushes past the pin and is now setting up a clash with Igor Swiatek. Raducanu reached the Australian Open third round for the first time in her career with a dogged victory over American opponent Amanda Anisimova. This 22-year-old Briton won 6-3, 7-5 after fighting back from breakdowns in the eighth set. Raducanu, who is currently ranked 61st in the world, will face Polish second seed Igor Swiatek in the next game. The 2021 US Open champions' preparation for the opening Grand Slam of the season were hampered by a back injury, and she needed treatment twice during the second round of the match yesterday. And after the match, Raducanu said she was on good terms with Andy Murray after a Wimbledon mixed doubles withdrawal before his retirement last year. She will play 5-time Grand Slam champion Iga Swiatek in the last 32 this Saturday. Swiatek has never gone past the Melbourne semi-finals at trashed Slovakia's Rebecca Sramkova 6-0, 6-1 in a game that lasted for 1 hour. Other news coming through from the Australian Open this morning. 4-seed Taylor Fritz said he's going to donate his first chance prize money from the Australian Open to support victims from the Los Angeles wildfires. The fires, which began on 7th of January, have killed at least 25 people and have been marked as the most destructive in the city's history. And after beating Chilean qualifier Christian Garin to reach the third round yesterday morning, American Taylor Fritz pledged his 132,000 Australian dollars, that's about 67,000 pounds first round prize money. Fritz, who lost to Yannick Sinner in last year's US Open final, wrote LA and drew a love out on the camera lens after a 6-2, 6-1, 6-0 over Garin right there in Melbourne. And the world number 4 will face French veteran Gael Monfils in the third round. 4-time Grand Slam champion Naomi Osaka also revealed on Monday that the wildfires were just 3 blocks from her home. Coco Gauff, Jessica Pegula, and also Iga Swiatek also dedicated their first round wins to Los Angeles and the firefighters who have been tackling the wildfires. Still in the world of tennis this morning, former world number 2 Ons Jabeur was in tears on court as she struggled with breathing difficulties during her second round Australian Open victory. The Tunisian later said she had an asthma flare-up but recovered to beat Colombian Camila Osorio 7-5, 6-3 at the Melbourne Park. Ons Jabeur, a 3-time Grand Slam finalist, appeared to be coughing and tapping her chest before leaving the court for medical attention after just 3 games. She added that it would have been very difficult to continue if she had lost the opening set. Jabeur, which 30 has dropped down to 39th in the world rankings after injury problem last year prevented her from competing at the US Open and also the Paris Olympics. Jabeur will now face American 8-seed Emma Navarro, who beat China's Wang Ziyu 6-3, 3-6, 6-4 in the next round. Meanwhile, 2022 Wimbledon champion Elena Rybakina beat 17-year-old American wildcard Iva Jovic 6-0, 6-3 to seal her 50th Grand Slam match win. Jovic was the youngest man in the second round of the draw but struggled against 2023 Australian Open finalist Rybakina, who is currently ranked 184 places above her. The Kazakhstan would face Ukrainian 32nd seed Diana Yamstrenka, who reached the semi-finals last year as a qualifier in the next round. And away from tennis talks this morning, straight into the world of basketball, because I tell you, from the octagon of the UFC to the square of boxing to the pitch of football and the court of basketball, I've got all of the stories to share with you on the show this morning. The Los Angeles Clippers have been able to trash Brooklyn Nets 126-67 points to set a new record for their largest margin of victory. The 59 points win is the 10th largest in the NBA history and surpasses the Clippers' previous highest margin of 50 in a 138-88 success against Oklahoma City Thunder in 2022. Kawhi Leonard, who scored season high 23 points, and James Harden added 21 as the Nets slumped to their heaviest defeat in the NBA history. Their previous biggest defeat was by 52 points in a 139-87 reverse against the Houston Rockets in 1978. The Clippers led by 64 points during the fourth quarter despite coach Tyronn Lue emptying his bench late in the third. Leonard, who was playing for just the fourth time this season, shot 8 of 11 from the field in 24 minutes. And the Clippers' next game is against the Portland Trail Blazers tomorrow, Friday. Some more basketball talks on the show this one. Let's talk about LeBron James acknowledging fires have also been taking a mental toll on him. Speaking for the first time since the Southern California wildfires forced him and his family to evacuate their homes last week, LeBron James acknowledged that Wednesday the fires, which have burned through 60 square miles and killed at least 25 people, have taken a mental toll. According to James, after the Los Angeles 117-108 point win over the Miami Heat, saying, obviously, my heart goes out to all the families all across not only the Palisades but across the Los Angeles County and all surrounding areas because of the wildfire. This team has also not looked like the group that was seemingly building momentum just a couple of weeks ago, winning 8 of 11 games and fortifying its roster by trading a coveted 3-and-D wing in Dorian Finney-Smith. Los Angeles had lost 3 games in a row and was trailing the Heat by 12 at halftime when James checked his phone in the locker room during the break. More basketball stories this morning. The Charlotte Hornets traded center Nick Richards and the second-round draft pick to the Phoenix Suns for forward Josh Okogie and 3 second-round picks. It was announced yesterday. The Hornets sent a 2025 Denver second-rounder to Phoenix, which traded the 2026 Nuggets second-rounder and 2031 second-rounders at Denver and Phoenix to Charlotte. According to report, the Suns, who ranked last in the NBA in points from their starting center, land much needed help at the position with 7-foot Richard, who is averaging 8.9 points and 7.5 rebounds in 21 games this season. Is 5th with the Hornets. Richard has been seen to be productive in his 9 starts this season, averaging 11.3 points, 10.3 rebounds, and 1.7 blocks in those contests. He's also shot 65% from the field over the last 4 seasons, 5th best in the NBA during this span, and a minimum of 800 attempts. And away from that, right now, straight into the world of football. Of course, I've got amazing stories to share with you this morning to get you in the right mood to go about your day. Let's start with us coming through from Newcastle, the tennis side, and also talk about the Magpies, who are on a club recalling 9-match winning run in all competitions, and they also have the hottest striker in the world as that disposer. That's talking about Alexander Isak, who has now scored as many as 8 goals in the last 10 matches for Newcastle United. In form, Isak became the first Newcastle player to score in 8 successive Premier League games yesterday in their comfortable win over Wolverhampton Wanderers, netting either side of the halftime before teeing up Anthony Gordon for the Magpies' third of the 9. At the latest round, lifted the whole side 3 points above champions Manchester City and 9 behind Premier League leaders Liverpool, both having played a game more. Arsenal also overcame the biggest point gap to win the Premier League title in 1997 and 1998. At the end of December, they were 13 points behind Manchester United, built a game in hand as well. So, of course, all pointers right now, could Newcastle United realistically challenge for the English Premier League title? That is left to be seen, and we'll wait to see how the next couple of games will pan out for them as well. Away from that, right now, with 6 defeats in their past 10 games, a loss to their biggest rivals, and a close to the relegation zone down the top 4. Things are going from bad to worse for Tottenham Hotspur. Yesterday night in the London derby, 2-1 defeat by Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium leaves Spurs 13th with 24 points, 14 off Newcastle in 4th, and just 8 above 18th place Wolverhampton Wanderers. Of course, it's been said that there will be a brief moment of cheer for Tottenham fans in the game when Son Heung-min fired them ahead in 25th minute, but that was to be last time they managed a shot on target as Arsenal scored twice in 4 minutes to win the game yesterday. Mikel Arteta has pumped his fist to the stands while Gabriel threw his shirt into the crowd in celebration as a period of abject misery for Arsenal came to a victorious conclusion against Tottenham Hotspur yesterday. A lot of fans are already saying it that their best attacker is a centre back. Oh my, how things are going good for Arsenal, if you ask me. And away from the English Premier League right now, straight into the Spanish La Liga, where Barcelona midfielder Gavi is saying that Lamine Yamal is the best player in the world after Leo Messi, following the teenagers' devastating showing in yesterday's 5-1 Copa del Rey win over Real Betis. Yamal scored 1, created 2, and had another goal ruled out for offside as Barca eased into Monday's quarterfinals draw. The 17-year-old has now scored 9 times this season and laid on 13 assists for his teammates in 24 appearances. Yamal, who also led Spain to European Championship success last summer, finished 8th in Ballon d'Or last year and also claimed the Copa Trophy and the Golden Boy Award, prizes given to the best young player in the world. He has long since established himself as a regular in Barca's first team, clocking up 70 appearances already, and was a nuisance for Betis all through yesterday night. And quickly, a list of results of matches that were played yesterday across the top 5 European leagues. Everton lost at home to Aston Villa. Of course, not a good welcome back for David Moyes, who is making a return to the Goodison Park. Oli Watkins scoring in the 51st minute of the game means that Everton could not get a win to welcome back David Moyes back to the dugout. A very competitive match that was yesterday, but then not too good. Everton, they say, were the architect of their own downfall. Cause Morgan Rogers picked up Jared Beatrice's loose pass on the 54th minute before feeding Oli Watkins, and the Villa striker slid home in a clinical finish past his England teammate Jordan Pickford. Other matches yesterday also saw Leicester City losing out at home at the King Power Stadium 2-0 to Crystal Palace. Jean-Philippe Mateta and also Magay getting on the score sheet in that game. A clinical display from Crystal Palace inflicted a 6th straight Premier League defeat on Leicester City. More pressure on the manager Ruud van Nistelrooy right now. But for Leicester City, though, looks like some good news coming through from their side, because it's been said that they are looking to charge the airline where their former owner, that's talking about Kiwi, had that crash a couple of years ago. Don't forget that in the year 2018 was when that crash happened, and now they are looking to sue the airline about £2.15 billion. Newcastle United were also 3-0 winners over Wolverhampton Wanderers, and Arsenal were 2-1 winners over Tottenham Hotspur yesterday. Other matches that were played in the Spanish Copa del Rey, Leganes were 3-2 winners over Almeria, Pontevedra lost to Getafe, Barcelona were 5-0 winners over Real Betis, and Atletico Madrid were 4-0 winners over Elche yesterday. All through into the next round, the quarterfinals of the Spanish Copa del Rey. In German Bundesliga, Bochum were 1-0 winners over St. Pauli, Bayern Munich were big winners over Offenheim. 5-0 that one ended. Eric Kane scoring a penalty in the 26th minute of that game, and now they are making sure that they are pushing up the point gap in the German Bundesliga, because right now they have been able to restore 4 points lead at the top of the Bundesliga table. Stuttgart also 2-1 winners over Real Leipzig. Union Berlin lost at home to Augsburg, and Werder Bremen played at a 3-3 draw against FC Erdem. In the Italian Serie A, Inter Milan played at a 2-2 draw against Bologna, and in Coupe de France, Olympique Lyonnais not too good last night, because they lost to a non-league side, Bougainville. They played at a 2-2 draw in regulation time, and Bougainville defeated them 4-2 on penalties. Brest were also 2-1 winners over Nantes. Kings were 2-1 winners over Lorraine. Angers defeated Quilly Rome Metropole 3-2. Whilst Brochin played at a 1-0 draw against Annecy. Strasbourg played at a 2-0 draw against Town. Toulouse defeated Laval 2-1. Troyes defeated Rennes 1-2. 1-0, while Paris Saint-Germain were 4-2 winners over Esprit Saint-Marcel. And later today in the English Premier League, Ipswich Town will be hosting Brighton and Hove Albion 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time, and 9 p.m. is going to be Manchester United hosting Southampton. Of course, a lot of thoughts has been said coming through from the Manchester United manager, who is saying that he's going to be taking the game one game at a time. In the Spanish Copa del Rey later tonight, Athletic Club will be hosting Osasuna. Real Sociedad will be hosting Vallecano, while Celta Vigo travel to the Santiago Bernabeu. That's 9:30 p.m. Nigerian time as well. Sporting a Jiffy right here on Empire Radio 102.1 FM, and that's how much we're taking on the show for this morning. Many thanks to you for being a part of the show. Back here tomorrow, same time, 10 a.m. down to the flip side of 10 for more talks on the show. Sporting a Jiffy, your early morning sport tonic, 70 to you in bits and pieces. Boy signing out this morning. Stay sporty, stay active, drinking enough water to stay hydrated. Don't forget to be kind to people, because kindness is cool. And Toluwasha Akiwumi is here to take you through the rest of your morning on the Morning Empire Show on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Do have a blessed and highly favored day. Good morning.
I love you, babe. I know, and I love you too. This is why I've made it so that you can now have me everywhere you go. www.highimpactstudios.com. Press play. Links in our social media bio. Click at High Impacts 1021 FM. Or you can just go the regular way. Turn on your radio and tune in to 102.1 FM.
We love you at High Impact Radio. Mwah!
See, there is no separating us now.
Take great pictures on